If you're like me, then you usually need a last-minute glammed-up costume and makeup. For someone who loves Halloween, I don't usually do much, and when I do, it's always at the last minute. I put together this glammed-up leopard for my last-minute beauties. I'm starting off with Farsali Unicorn Essence. It's one of my favorite makeup primers. It really does the trick. This gives my skin a natural radiance and helps my makeup last all day. I'm concealing my under eyes and covering up blemishes, scars, and uneven skin first. I'll also be brightening up my eyes. I also use the Makeup Forever Redness Correcting Primer. This works like a charm. It helps lessen any redness and makes it way easier to cover it up. As well as when I apply foundation, it is almost completely unnoticeable that I have any redness or scars. I apply the Redness Correcting Primer first, blend it in, then add my Radiant Creamy Concealer by NARS Cosmetics over top and blend that in. And now my skin is prepped. I'm using the Naked palette by Urban Decay for this look. I start with Smog and blend it in through my crease as well as up to my brow line. I use Virgin as a lighter base and lightly dab this onto my entire eyelid. I'll be using the Kylie Cosmetics Yellow Gold Cream Eyeshadow for my inner crease. I slightly wet my brush first so that it picks up the cream shadow easier. It also applies to my eyelid a lot easier with a wet brush. I apply the shade Half Baked onto my middle and outer lid. It's a darker goldish color and blends nicely with the yellow gold shadow. For my very outer crease, I'll blend Dark Horse using a V motion and slightly blending a little into the half-baked eyeshadow. Now that my eyeshadow is done, I'll be using Too Faced Born This Way foundation. It's full coverage and will cover up my crappy skin. Next, we've got to have flawless brows. To achieve this, I use Ka-Brow in shade 6 by Benefit Cosmetics. I love using this for my brows because it already comes with a brush. It's also really easy to use. My brows last all day and don't smudge or run by any means. I can really rely on this product. With my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, I'm going to highlight and outline my brows now that they are done. I do this to my brows to give them the perfect shape. It also highlights my brow bone. Time for an intense wing with my Kat Von D tattoo liner. The shape of the tip makes it so easy to create a perfect wing. It's slim and easy to use. I always create a perfect wing with this liner. It hasn't failed me. We will want to create a longer wing because we are going to emphasize on a cat eye for this leopard look. Okay, back to my face. I'll be using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Cover Stick, but in a darker shade for contouring. I'm only applying this under my cheekbones because I want to emphasize there more. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit for an under eye highlighter, and I'll be using it later for more face shaping. I used a wet beauty blender to apply just a little under my eyes. Next up, I've got the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Micro Finishing Powder to apply under my eyes, along the top of my cheekbones, and along the top of my jawline. I'm going to let this bake while I finish up the rest of this look. For my whiskers and coloring in my nose, I'm just using a basic costume kit that you can buy anywhere, usually at a costume store somewhere like Walmart. I outline my nose using the Kat Von D tattoo liner to make sure I get the perfect shape. The brushes with the costume kit weren't thin enough for me to do a decent outline, so I used eyeliner. I'll color in my outline with the costume makeup brush and the costume makeup in black. I'll also put a line down to my top lip. I colored in just the top lip with the black costume paint because I'll be using a dark shade lipstick later on. Back to the Contour Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I use the Contour Kit to blend into my contour as well as to shape the rest of my face. For my inner lash line, I'll be using Bobbi Brown Long Wear Gel Liner, and I'll apply it to my inner crease. I'll be making a sharper edge, and the eyeliner line will go down a bit farther than my lower lash line, as you can see. This will give me a cat eye shape. I also blended this in along my lower lash line to help shape my eyes as well. Again, with the yellow gold eyeshadow, I'll be applying just a little bit of this in the inner corner of my lash line and lower eyelid. I'll be using just a little bit of NARS Cosmetics blush in Outlaw. It's barely noticeable amount. For my lower lashes, I'm applying Too Faced Better Than False Lashes mascara to make my lower lashes longer and darker. With the Naked palette, I applied Creep and blended in on my lower and outer lash line to give my eyes a darker and more smoky look. The highlighters I'll be using is 2 shades from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Sun Dipped. I'll be using both the darker bronze shades. I applied this heavily along my upper cheekbones and the side of my face, up to about the upper corner of my brows. From Kylie Cosmetics Holiday 2016 Lip Minis, I used Vixen for my lips. It's a very dark purple and worked really well with this look. I did also apply a bit to my upper lip to give my upper lip a hint of the same purple on my lower lip. This way it all blends together nicely. And there we have it, a simple, quick, and easy glammed up leopard or cat look that will help you get through those last minute Halloween plans. Don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials!